Hello, welcome back. Last time I started on the bonus puzzles and had a real good time with them. Look what it's done to my save file. 48 out of 47 plus 5. That makes so much sense. See, I thought it would just say 53 out of 47. Well, no, I mean they are separate. Because, like, I think somebody said this world was added after release. After the original 48 puzzles. So it makes sense to track them separately. Alright, so I did 5 puzzles. All of them were a super good time. Loved it. Got 3 left. Bridge burner. Let's start here. Pretty good chance I'll be getting this done today, but no guarantee for sure. So I need both of these pieces to survive, and I need to use this in order to bridge over. So it would appear as though I must, at some point at least, do this, and then just get those over. Where is the issue? So if I join these right now, and just kinda shove them over there. Okay, so the issue there is that I can't... Alright, let's make this more of a lever then. The issue there is that I can't push them far enough over. Okay, that seems like it solves that. Okay, so now the issue is going to become that it's real awkward to move stuff around, but that all seems very solvable. Okay, but what I have to do first... Alright, so here's where the complications come in. I can do this instead of what I did. It seems worse. But this doesn't get me there either. Don't think I want that. That seems real bad. Don't think I want this. It seems real bad. So I need to just roll you over from here. Or from here somehow. So that's tricky. Can I do this instead? And then maybe, like, well... That's not too useful, is it? Okay, so that's what the puzzle is. Let's try this approach and see what it does for me. Because that way I have a lever. It's not too useful though. Because now I don't have a lever. I could... If I wanted to, I could do this. Don't think it makes a difference. But let's find out. To my diligence. So you'd be there, going that way, and then this ends up like that, and it makes no difference. I have no way to push over here without rolling. That's part of the issue. If I do this, I'm back in that state, and actually I'm stuck. What other options do I have? Not much. Nope. Okay. So that seems like an issue. So here's a thought. Is there any way I could get those guys over by using this as a pusher before I've dropped it to become a bridge? the orientation I would want them ideally would be... Okay, let's just start that over. Like, I want these guys to look like this. And actually, I think they can make it over, can't they? Without ever being fully in that pit. No, that puts them fully in that pit. Something in my room just fell down. Don't mind the noise. Okay. So... just trying to think if there's another shape that would allow this to happen. I don't think there is. If I have it vertical when it goes over, then there's no way I could push it further to the right. I need a handle. Like, it specifically needs to overhang like this. It needs to be at least that far to the right before I cross myself. But this falls in the pit, so I'd have to have the bridge there already. It just seems a little bit too obvious to immediately put this in place as a bridge. This is called Bridge Burner. But there's no other position for it that could be helpful, as far as I can tell, because I really do have to go over there myself. And I need this extra handle down here. This needs to be in this orientation so that I can do that. And from here, my options are just very limited. If I do that, I'm essentially stuck. If I do this, I'm not stuck yet, but it's not meaningfully different. Just doesn't work that way. Okay. Yeah, really feel like the setup step is where I'm going wrong. I can't burn this bridge immediately, but how would it help me to not do that? Let me look at the geometry a bit more and see if I can figure out, like, where I want to change something in the process from here. Like, really, that shape is pretty specific. Again, if it's up vertically like this, that's all nice for compactness, and I could certainly have it in a different orientation, but there's no way I can ever push it to the right from here. I can push it left and put it in the pit. And that's all I can do with it. So the reason I have this down here is so I can push it there. And because this obstacle is here, it has to be that far north to do that. So is there something with, like, rolling into the pit like that I can do that would make a meaningful difference somehow? I just can't get into a position to interact with that thing over there. I can't slide it, I have to roll. Once it's rolled, like now I'm blocked from there and can't get in there. I can put it over here, but I mean that's no different from the other ways to get into that state. Okay. So I don't understand what to do. If I attempt to approach this... sure, yeah, that's fine. If I attempt to approach this, while these are in a state that's friendlier to the final goal, then I just can't push them the way I want to push them. It's just not an option. Is it? Well, not exactly. Oh, hang on. Okay, so there are things I can do. Oh, watch this. Check this out. So here's a new thing I can try. Stick that down into the pit like that. Ooh, and it supports itself. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I think some variation of that is going to be in order here. Yeah, I think I see it. Okay, so let's do that first while leaving this out here. That's cool. I like the idea of that quite a lot. So the way that was to do something like this, and then something like this, and then something like this. There we go. So with that, I can use this dude to help me out. Yes, still helping me out, because when I push this up here, you end up there, and that's exactly the formation I need. Cool. Okay, that was it. Just had to have it support itself. Neat! Well, that was cool. Catapult. That sounds really neat. So that's a rock. That's a one high obstacle. Hi, butterfly. Okay, so that's the pattern of pipe that would work for this. One of them. So just get both of those over here. I'm in one of those awkward tiny little spaces. If I rotate that, what's going to happen? It's just going to stand on the edge of the puzzle. Feels like for this I'd prefer to do something like that. Oh! And that's how I catapult, isn't it? Not exactly. Do I want to stack those first somehow? Maybe. Okay, so let's say that I had... Yeah, this guy... Oh, I can't get that corner piece down. Yeah, you just can't move out of there. So hang on, how did I do what I did? So I used this as a pusher to do that and bring this over. How do I think that's going to be useful? Well, at this point I don't. That's quite useless. I think at some point something like this is involved in the puzzle. But I think the exact way I'm doing this is wrong. Can I... not really. Wait, maybe. Hold on. I want this all the way up here. Then I want this all the way over here so that it'll go clang. So if I'm pushing like this, that still doesn't open up any possibilities. Nope, that's a bad idea. Just as bad as ever. Okay, so there are things I can do with this now. I can do this. I can do that and get it stuck. I can do that and get it out. You seem kind of stuck right there, right now. I have to get you across. And I think the whole, like, the name catapult makes me think that what I want to do is stack this on top of this and rotate them both at once. Could it be the other way around? Problem is, it doesn't seem like I can stack anything on anything. So these rotate It's clockwise, right? Mm-hmm. For a clockwise rotation to stack this on top of this, it would have to be in a way that I don't think it can be, because I can't push this out of the puzzle. A clockwise rotation from this orientation is simply going to put it on the wall like I saw already. If I stand it on its end, well, that's no good. Oh wait, it worked somehow, kind of. Kind of. Okay, so that's an alternate way I can do that. Now it's stuck on the wall. But if I rotate it, it won't be stuck anymore. Okay, well, I didn't affect much. In fact, that's just right back in its starting position, pretty much. Okay, well, that was useless. So I don't understand what I'm trying to do here. Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay, it's actually very simple, isn't it? Okay. I just saw a pattern that I think is exactly the pattern that I need to use. Okay, so this thing that I observed here, where I push that up, push it over, do this, make it go clang so that I can push it down, doesn't actually work. I think I can make it work still, though. So I do this, I do that, and then I can get around. What I actually want is not this, is it? Well... Okay, so this is similar to what I want, but not. It's wrong. No, wait, this won't work at all. Ah! I was thinking something like this, but I can't keep pushing that way. It's one short. Because if this could be one more over to the right, along with its buddy, then those would both rotate at once and it would lift that out of the pit. I think I need to do something similar to that. This one has to go first. There's just no way to get this out of its position. It can only go right. It can't go left. What if instead of that... Okay, let's try a different arrangement. Well... yeah, that's fine. Let's try that arrangement. Still no good. Oh, whoa. That's not at all what I expected to happen. Okay, I'll take unexpected working behavior. That was weird, but it solved it. Yeah, that was not what I thought would happen, but it totally gets me there. Cool, I guess. Hang on, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to be over here, and I want to do this. Okay, that looks like a solution to me. Get out of the way for a moment. Sure, that works. Okay, so I got this solved, now I just have to finish, that's all. Just trying to finish, and it's giving me trouble for no good reason. I want not this orientation. I'm not there yet. That one, but it needs to be like... I can do that. Like this. There we go. There we go. Sure. Okay, there we go. Awkward shuffle, but I think I got there. Yes. Yes, maybe. I think so. Yes. Cool. No. Okay, so maybe this. There we go. There we go. Neat. All right, one to go. Elbow rub. Oh boy. Okay, so I can solve this problem down here right now, just like this. Okay, that's where that's eventually going to go. Then those two elbows need to just make it in there. What's stopping them? Isn't this, like, super simple? They'll both need pushing help, won't they? Will they? Yeah, okay, so because of this obstacle I can't directly push this in here. And also that happens. This guitar's gotten real loud. So I suspect there's a lot more reason for these rotators than just simply to reorient this once at the start and then not think about it again. I think what I want to do is stack the elbows on top of this guy and then push everything into place all at once. But also I don't think it's that simple. Because with elbows stacked on top of this, they have the same topography problems as if I'm trying to do that. They'll still catch on this. So I think it's something more complicated than that. An elbow cannot make it across currently without... Okay, so if I were to stack an elbow on that, what would I want it to look like? Let's just say I did this. I mean, that's obviously wrong. I'm wondering if I can stack everything up. The answer is, well, yeah, technically I can. Oops. So yeah, it's the north elbow that's actually the hard one to get into place, the one that's going to connect to the flowing pipe. Because of this gap right here. That makes that awkward. Like, I'm trying to imagine if I have two elbows stacked on top of each other, also on top of this. How would I unstack them? I don't think I would. I don't think there's really a way to do that. So elbow in the south, real easy to get into place with the assistance of the other one. Elbow in the north, how would that happen? Actually, well, that's the same story, isn't it? I mean, it would block the one in the south then, but I could easily enough just do this and use you as a pusher. Yeah, that's nice and simple, and I can still get you back, too. So what am I missing about these rotators? There's something those rotators are supposed to do that's, I guess, kind of magical somehow. Okay, so if I made a stack of 3, I just don't think that's going to work. Because again, the only way I could unstack stuff... This is interesting. I wonder why this exists. Huh. Is it there to prevent something rotationally on this rotator? Okay, so if I had an elbow on an elbow, how would I unstack them? The only way would be if I would like push this in such a way that the one on top of it would be scraped off on something like that. And I don't see that happening in a way that's friendly to me. Wait. Idea. Elbow rub. Okay, so crazy idea. If I stacked one on top of the long pipe, and then... well, first of all, how do I do that? Then rotated it such that it actually got scraped off on that thing over there. The long one was able to rotate, but the elbow on top would fall. Would that work at all, I wonder? Trying to think of how I could do that experimentally. I mean, this might be a decent setup for that. Almost. I mean... Oh. I think I just accidentally did it. Not quite like I was describing. Yeah, I think that's true, because I can retrieve this, repeat the process. Okay, it wasn't quite what I thought it would be, but close enough. Neat. Okay, so now I need to think about... Actually, no, that's it. And now I understand what this is for. It's to do that. Nice. So just rotate once more, and I'm basically there. Perfect. Okay, that's how you do it. Alright, that's everything. Something is happening. What is this rising out of the sea? There are more puzzles! I'm not done yet. This is a game that never ends. Alright, well I'm cool with that. So I got an extra, like... What is this, an oil rig? So 8 more puzzles. I thought this was a short game. Apparently it's not. Alright, we got 8 more puzzles to do here on this weird little oil rig that just rose out of the sea. Okay, I'll see you next time for those.